Hey there guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Soul Silver. We are at the Pokemon League because I'm about to go and face it for the second time, because after getting 16 gym badges it changes things up a little. So, quick run through of the team. Leveled them up quite a bit to prepare for the coming challenge. And Magmortar makes his long-awaited debut. Bloody hell. I was really hoping Magmortar would play a bigger role in this LP, but turns out he's only going to be here for the final few episodes. So that's a bit of a bummer. But whatever, let's go and beat down these chumps once more. See what new changes they made to their team, see if they finally have a decent lineup for once. Alright, Will, let's do this. What is he going to lead with? Xatu again? Or Bronzong? No, I did not see that one coming. Because if I knew he had one of those and led with it, I would have led with Magmortar, obviously. Although I do have a pretty big level advantage. Damn, oh, damn it, Reflect. That could be a problem. Or not. Magmortar, get in there. Burn that thing to a Psychic. Let's see what that does. Bronzong isn't really much of an offensive powerhouse. It's decent. Overheat. Magmortar got some new moves as well. Overheat being one of them. And that's gonna take out Bronzong no problem. And now I'm just gonna switch Magmortar out again so I don't have to deal with a special attack drop. Seems like a pretty solid tactic. I mean, it's more accurate than Fire Blast, it's more powerful than Fire Blast. Just that special attack drop that's a bit of a problem. Grumpig. Well, Magmortar doesn't need to fight Grumpig anyway, because pretty sure Grumpig has thick fat, so fire moves aren't going to do me much good anyway. So Slowking. Let's get Slowking in and see what a Grumpig can even do. Because that is Signal Beam. That is just one of those Pokemon that you never ever see anyone use because there are simply so many better options. Holy crap, critical hit. That's unfortunate. But yeah, Grumpig is really pretty much just scraping the bottom of the barrel of Psychic types. I mean, I've never actually used one, but I'm pretty sure it's just an inferior Hypno, and Hypno is probably like an inferior, I don't know, Alakazam or Gardevoir or something. Grumpig is just bottom tier Psychic type as far as things go. And another Shadow Ball is gonna take it right out. Although those Signal Beams were hitting fairly hard, I must say. Xatu. Okay, here it is. Yeah, I think Xatu is still his main Pokemon. Let's get Slowking out of there, bring in Magmortar because he got another new move, which is one of the reasons why I really wanted to evolve him a lot earlier. Thunderbolt, because my team is really lacking on electric type moves. Just Steelix and Thunderfang, and now Magmortar and Thunderbolt. Although both Steelix and Magmortar still don't really have much of a chance at actually defeating water types. Maybe I should have just caught an actual electric type, or maybe a grass type or something. But oh well. Hindsight. It's not going to change anything, because my team is pretty much set in stone. Jinx. 400 to Overheat, and Flamethrower. Still have that as well. And I think Magmortar's fourth move is still Rock Climb, because I'm probably going to need it after the Pokemon League as well. Sadly, bloody HMs, man. Why did they ever think HMs were a good idea? Or at least make them forgettable like TMs are. That would make them bearable. And Slowbro. Well, I guess we'll just keep on Thunderbolting. Because I don't think I have too much to fear here. Slowbro's special defense is average. So they should be a 2-hit KO. At least. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Curse. Sure, don't go for a water move or anything, just make yourself even slower. And buff up your defense against a Pokemon that's not going to use physical moves on you. Genius move, Will. Oh yeah, sure, go and heal up. Go and waste your full restore on Slowbro. And I'm going to kick him right back down to the red with another Thunderbolt. Oh, Will, you're so silly. Alright, a critical hit would be nice, though. No critical hit. Oh well. No biggie. One more Thunderbolt, then. Magmortar. I think Magmortar is definitely a pretty underrated Pokemon. I mean, it's got plenty of power, it's just a little on the slow side. It's a little unfortunate. I don't know, maybe you can run like a set with Flame Charge to deal with the speed problem or something. Anyway, Gardevoir. Psychers don't give up even more than the last Pokemon that makes it so formidable. Or foolhardy, when you don't know when to quit. One X-Scissor should do Gardevoir in pretty easily. Because this is before Gardevoir got the Fairy type, so Bug attacks are still super effective on it. Pretty sure nowadays Bug is neutral on Gardevoir, because Fairy resists it, I believe. Alright, 1 down, 4 to go. Yeah, the true Frosty Koga, huh? I wonder if Steelix is still gonna destroy him as badly as he did last time. I wonder if he even has anything that can touch Steelix this time around. Because that is one of those few type combinations that still does not exist, Fire and Poison. Although I kinda wonder what would a Fire and Poison Pokemon even be. Because I can't really think of anything, to be perfectly honest. Oh well, I'm sure the Pokemon Company will come up with something crazy enough to work. Alright Koga, I kicked your daughter's ass and now I'm back to kick your ass again. See if he's still so completely helpless. I just hope he doesn't go and spam Minimize again with his freaking muck. That was the worst. Skuntank. In the dog taking a piss position. That is a weird sprite. Oh no, he didn't. Oh, Koga, you poor misguided fool. I was honestly expecting him to use Flamethrower here, because Skuntank does learn Flamethrower. But instead he goes for Dig, which, while super effective, still wouldn't have done shit to Steelix, and it's a critical hit. Insult to injury. Oh, Koga, you idiot. Toxicroak. Alright, bust out your best fighting move, see what it can do. Although Focus Blast might do a bunch. Swagger, oh yeah, sure. Let's go and make me even stronger. Man, Koga, what the hell are you doing? This is a prime example of artificial stupidity here. Oh sure, take a little bit of... oh, Cross Chop. Yeah, Cross Chop, because Toxicroak, I think, doesn't get close combat for some reason. Oh, that's a critical hit. Bloody hell, Koga, you dick. And Steelix doesn't care about the confusion, though. And that is definitely gonna kill Toxicroak at +2 attack. Yeah, that Swagger always backfires eventually. And down it goes. As if there was ever any doubt. And get some more good experience from it. Venomoth. Well, if it has Tinted Lens, it could take me out pretty easily, so let's get Lugia in here. Because Lugia definitely outspeeds, and Aeroblast will just wreck this thing. Alright, Aeroblast. Let's see if we can actually get a critical on this for once, because I don't recall ever getting a critical hit with Aeroblast. Even though it does have a supposedly high critical hit ratio. But whatever. Down goes Venomoth, and up next is Swalot. And we'll keep Lugia in. Lugia is a Psychic type. Lugia should be able to deal with this. Extrasensory. Because I did not feel like grinding more Game Corner coins for a Psychic TM. Because I don't know if it's the same in the American versions or not, but in the European version they took out the slot machines and gave you some sort of weird like panel flipping game, which is completely awful. And also you can't actually buy coins anymore, you have to win them with the minigame, which is really lame. It took me ages to get enough for the Thunderbolt TM for Magmortar, and I never want to do that again. Crobat. I think Steelix should still be able to take on a Crobat. I mean, what's the worst thing Crobat can possibly do to me? Really curious. I'm pretty sure his Crobat runs like a Toxic and Double Team moveset anyway. Alright. Fly. Well, that's a minor nuisance, but it shouldn't do much damage. I mean, Crobat's not that powerful. Fly's not that strong. Oh, of course, it's precisely enough to 2-hit KO Steelix. That's a bummer. And Thunderfang is not gonna 1-hit KO, it does decent damage. Yeah, I should have figured he was gonna go for Fly again. Really makes me wonder what his other moves are, though. There's probably like a poison move in there, probably Cross Poison. But then what are his other 2 moves? Probably then Toxic and Double Team or something. I mean, Fly does go well with his Toxic stalling strategy. So I'm gonna guess Toxic and Double Team. Although then why isn't he spamming Double Team against me? I thought that was his preferred method of battling. But yeah, Fly, do some decent, or do very little damage, and then again with the Fly. Koga is just completely helpless against Steel types, it seems. Fly again. Don't worry, Koga. With like 15, 16 HP per Fly, it's only gonna be like, what, 10 more Flies until you take me out? 11, actually, I think. One more Thunderfang seals the deal. Crobat goes down. Was that his last Pokemon, or did he still have something else? Oh yeah, Muck. Muck's his last one. And he even got rid of his Fortress. Which I guess is a good thing, because why the hell did he even have one to begin with? That is not even a poison type. And again with the Swagger. Koga, you know that is not a very good idea to use Swagger on a physical attacker. Actually, now that I think about it, that kinda gets me wondering, why does Swagger boost attack by 2 stages, while Flatter, Swagger's counterpart, only boosts special attack by 1 stage? Curious. Although I guess, now that I think about it, maybe it's because your confusion damage is calculated using your attack stat, not your special attack stat. So boosting that would also boost the confusion damage. While Flatter, the damage would just stay the same. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that is the reason why. Alright, Koga. In a room that still looks more suited for a fire-type trainer, to be honest. Why are there furnaces and lava all over the place if he's a fighting-type guy? You'd expect, like, I don't know, exercise machines, maybe a boxing ring or something. Ah, Bruno, you're such a weird guy. Hitmon top. Alright, Slowking should be able to take this one out pretty easily. Maybe he goes for... Oh, no, not even a Sucker Punch. And did I just actually outspeed him? I'm pretty sure the Quick Claw didn't activate. What move could he have possibly gone for then? Like Revenge or something? Or Vital Throw? Counter? Why would he go for counter against the Slowking? That's just stupid. Ooh, payback. Okay, Hariyama does outspeed. Ah, Hariyama. I really like that Pokemon. That is a pretty... I have fond memories of using that one on my original Pokemon Ruby playthrough, I believe. Not the LP. I'm pretty sure I didn't use Hariyama in the Pokemon Ruby LP. Which Pokemon did I even use in that one? I had Swampert. I had Swallow, I think. I had Heracross. Cacturn. I remember Cacturn. I think Magneton. And then one more that I just can't remember. Aggron? Nah, no, not Aggron. Man, I really can't remember my 6th Pokemon on my Pokemon Ruby team. Now I feel bad. Jeez, which one was it? Oh well, shouldn't linger on that too much. Machamp came in, Stone Edge. And I live. I was actually expecting like a Thunder Punch or something. I guess Machamp has so many moves to choose from, though, that he didn't fit Thunder Punch on there. Aw, man, Psychic doesn't win it kill. Come on, Quick Claw, Quick Claw. Oh, of course he heals up. Bloody hell, Bruno. Well, I guess that's what they all do, and at least they're not as egregious with it as Blue was with his freaking 4 or 5 full restores. That was just outrageous. Okay, right back down into the red. Quick Claw, please. Damn it, Quick Claw. Always lets me down. Oh well, at least anything can come in and take out the Machamp now. Like Feraligatr, who hasn't really done much yet. I mean, all he did was crunch the Bronzong and then switch out. But at least now he gets 1 kill to his name. And, let's see, Machamp's down, what else did he have? Hitmonlee, of course. Well, Slowking might be down, but we still have another Psychic type, Lugia, who's also a Flying type, and Aeroblast will definitely be a lot more helpful than Extrasensory here. So let's blow these things away. Hitmonlee doesn't outspeed, because Lugia is really surprisingly fast. You'd think most defensive Pokemon are really slow, but Lugia is, and extremely defensive, and it's also pretty damn rapid. It's just a little lacking in the offensive department. Lucario. Alright, sure. Weak to fire, so Lugia get out, Magmortar get in. Because Steel does resist Psychic and Flying, so both of Lugia's stab attacks would be neutral. So let's just burn this thing to a crisp, and I'm actually surprised that Magmortar is faster than Lucario. Now, I know Lucario is kinda underwhelming when it comes to speed. I think it has like base 95, which is kinda meh. But Magmortar has like base 80. So pretty surprising, must be the level difference, even though it's only 5. And then I think Hitmonchan is his last Pokemon. Let's see, we had, yeah, last one. Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Hitmontop, Hariyama, Machamp, and Lucario. Not really a lot of things to cover as weaknesses, though. I guess maybe Medicham would have been helpful for him. Maybe at least to have something that's not weak to Psychic. Oh, finally we get a critical hit with Aeroblast. Although I don't think that even mattered, because it's a Hitmonchan. How could you lose? Well, you pretty much had only pure fighting types and not a whole lot of things to cover your weaknesses with. So, I mean, that is a very important thing when making like a mono-type team. You have to have things that cover that type's most common weaknesses. Anyway, up next is Karen, the Dark-type trainer. So I'm gonna switch Pinsir up front, but first we have to heal everyone up, because not a whole lot of them are in prime fighting shape right now. And yeah, put Pinsir up front, and then in the next episode of Pokemon Soul Silver, we'll take on the remaining 2 people.